Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad to be having you guys here, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Dani and I'm speaking here on YouTube about tips and tricks of overcoming everyday obstacles when living with a chronic disease. And today I would like to speak to you about a problem that I've been having for the last couple of weeks, and this is insomnia. Like, the definition of insomnia is the trouble of getting or staying asleep. So I've been having both symptoms recently. I've been having trouble falling asleep and I've been having trouble staying asleep as well. For the last week, I would wake up at about 3 a.m. in the morning and I wouldn't be able to get back to sleep until, the time I'm supposed to get up, to get out of bed. And before that, when we first moved in the house, I couldn't fall asleep at all. Like, there's some actual footage of me on our first morning here after our first night we spent in the house. Okay guys, so hello, this is our first morning here after the first night that we spent in the house. To be honest, I couldn't get that much sleep at all because it was so quiet. I was like constantly straining my ears to hear some noises, because in the city where we live on like an angle of three main streets, and it's really noisy all the time, and I'm kind of used to that. And now when we came here to the house and I couldn't hear anything, and I was like, oh my god, like this is so unusual. So I haven't slept much at all. So as you can see, this wasn't a pretty sight at all. So I've been having those troubles with sleep for the last couple of weeks. And living with hydrocephalus, I've had insomnia episodes not once or twice. Like the first time I had it, it was right after I had my first surgery, and then I couldn't sleep for weeks. Like, I couldn't sleep for a couple of weeks. And I've also had some episodes as well when I was feeling really stressed or when I was having way too much on my plate. And I believe that now the situation is about the same, because let me show you guys what I've been living in. Right, so you can see that, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of going on around the house, and like, this is in addition to the everyday stress that I'm experiencing anyways with regards to my job and with regards to, family life and everything like that. So I will be sharing with you, and I'm really excited about that. I will be sharing with you soon an update and a house tour, and I hope that, things are moving forward and I can see them actually happen. So yeah. But with regards to having troubles to get to sleep and to stay asleep, all of the work that needs to be done around the house, this is constant everyday work. It's like, every day something needs to be done. It will be the kitchen or the bathroom or the yard or, anything around the house. So there's some other things that I need to be thinking of as well. And I think that basically this is one of the main reasons why I am having those issues with, sleeping and staying asleep. So I've been really thinking, and I've been contemplating as well on what I have previously encountered, and what had worked before, so that I can implement it in my life now, so that I can actually improve my quality of sleep, which is non-existent at present. So usually when I struggle with getting to sleep, I would kind of reach out to some medication, which is, not some heavy sleeping pills or something like that, but I would take higher doses of magnesium. I would take, for example, 500 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams, 1 gram of magnesium a day. And I would usually take that before getting to bed, because it really helps me relax. It relaxes my muscles and it relaxes the nervous system. So magnesium is really, good for whole body relaxation. It also has a lot of other benefits to your health as well. So the first thing that I would do if I'm feeling, overly tense, or if I'm not able to relax, I would start taking magnesium. And, even after a couple of days, you can already feel the difference. Yeah, you can hear that. Non-stop, guys. Like, it's 7 p.m. No, non-stop. another thing that I would reach out to is melatonin. I would take melatonin at dosages of about 3 milligrams. However, there are 5 milligram tablets as well, and I know that there's some 10 milligram tablets as well, and there's some prolonged release tablet forms that release gradually during the night, so that there is, not one rush of release of the active ingredient, but it constantly, gradually releases during the whole night, 8 hours night sleep, so that you can actually benefit from it for the whole period, and the actual concentration of melatonin in your body doesn't go below the what's needed for your physiological sleep. What's really good is that melatonin is actually, your natural sleep hormone, which the body releases when it is time to sleep. Like it is the hormone that the body releases when it is dark outside, and when the body's rhythm tells it that now it's time to get to rest and to get to sleep. So I would take that as well. I know that it is okay for me with my hydrocephalus to be taking those medications, because they're not some like really extreme heavy stuff. Sometimes I would reach out to the heavy stuff as well if it gets really, really tough, and if I go beyond a week or so without sleep, which is not a great thing at all. So one of the parts that's really annoying is that when you're living with a chronic disease, you're feeling constantly tired anyways, because of the chronic fatigue syndrome, which is a syndrome where your body is feeling constantly tired because it's trying to cope with the condition that you're living in, because it is feeling that there is something wrong and it's trying to correct it, but it cannot, because it's a chronic illness and it's not going to go away. So basically, on top of that, you're not able to get to sleep, which is a lot of fun, I assure you. This is probably, one of the worst things that, I really hate it. I really hate this about my condition. And it is not something that I have any control over. I can only start, implementing some actions that I hope and I pray that can actually improve the situation, which is not 100% guaranteed. Also, it can get extremely overwhelming. So first of all, I know that now I need to get to be a little bit more relaxed and to get, kind of used to the new circumstances. And I really need to stick to a bedtime routine, because ever since we moved, my nighttime routine has been about, working, then getting up from my computer and having dinner with my husband, then having a chat next to the fireplace, and then, going on YouTube, editing some videos, or going on social media, stuff like that, and, going to bed and continuing to be, on the phone or on my iPad. So this is as far from a healthy bedtime routine as possible for me. So now I need to, figure out a routine that I can keep up with and I can, actually implement in my daily life here at the house. So this would be the first step, and then I will see how it goes. And I have already started taking magnesium. I took the first dose last night, so I'll be taking some more today as well. So yeah, let me guys know in the comment section below if you're struggling with insomnia, how do you cope with it, and what you usually do to, get to sleep. I would really benefit from some really, good bedtime routines, because as mentioned, mine is as far from, relaxing as possible. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to read those. And so please let me know if you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I am really excited to see you guys here on my channel, and see you guys next time.